Welcome to It's Ice with the Lepp. Social media is destroying our very lives, and we don't even realize it. We have all entered into a brand new experiment of social construct through the back door. We didn't even realize it. And what it does is, like back in 2008, if anyone remembers, Facebook was Farmville and some like gem, like the gem store or some bullshit from what I can remember. It was a lot of, hey, look at me, the selfies, shit like that. Somewhere around 2008, corporate pigs, Facebook monetized itself, and corporations took over and started using algorithms. And also another thing that happened that I think was invented by Google, and I think YouTube adopted it first. It was the like button. And once the like button was invented, and then Facebook adopted it from then, it turned into a whole other animal. The like and share, right? And what that does is it amplifies everybody's penchant for virtue signaling. Now, keep in mind, here at It's Ice, it's about looking at yourself or your fellow man and seeing the hypocrisy in all of it. I'm by no means suggesting that, I know shit. I don't know shit, which is why this kind of infuriates me, because I don't know shit, but I know this. So if you can take a second to think about that. In 2008, if you were on Facebook, what did you do? You played Farmville, or you did games. There was some like Magic Quest game that my wife used to play. It was, whatever. But ever since the like and share button and Facebook learned how to monetize things, the conversation and the social interactions became way, way more ravenous, insidious, and poisonous. And so what happens is someone comes up with an opinion or a topic and has facts through the internet to support their opinion on that topic. However, like we all know, there's always a reverse of those facts with other facts. And it's not that the other facts are not facts. They are. For example, this is controversial, but that's what we do here at It's Ice. Abortion, right? So abortion is, touchy subject here. Some of you are like, oh, like already, and that's fine. Now, full transparency, I am pro-choice. You may not agree with that. I don't care. Like, that's fine. It's okay. I have people in my family, my wife, pro-life. The Lepp's pro-choice, my wife's pro-life, and we live together. Now, the argument on my side is well, it's just sometimes, it is terrible, but sometimes these, it's, sometimes there are reasons, rape, if you're in an economic, clusterfuck and that situation bestows you, then, to me there are reasonable reasons why it shouldn't be used as a tool, but it's understandable. Now, the other side, of course, is that it is a living organism, no matter what, or that it's against God, right? You know what I'm saying? And both of those are, I think they're valid reasons. I understand your position. It's just not what my position is. I can agree that, I agree. I mean, I'm sitting there going, yeah, it is an organism and that does suck. Or, yeah, I know, it is against God. I think, but it doesn't budge me on my position, and that's okay. I mean, why isn't that okay? But what happens is in social media, you get bogged down with the whataboutisms or the you're not going to let up, or better yet, this is my favorite one, the public swarm. So you get on a thread, I say, hey, abortion's an ugly topic, but I'm kind of, I'm pro-choice, and all of a sudden, one guy zooms in and he's like, B. Lepp likes to kill children, and then before I can even respond to that, there's like 6 other guys that swarm in and they're like, well, what does your boss think about that, baby killer? And hey, this is the one that really fucked me up, was they were like, hey, B. Lepo is okay with killing children that are born already. That's what Democrats do, or, which I'm not. I'm not okay with that, And I didn't even know I took that position, but these people knew, because why? Their confirmation bias of their research, and don't forget the most important part, for the zinger. So everybody, all the wolves that jump in on that thread to mic drop you, get that shot of adrenaline that makes you continue to come back and search for the threads that are, out there that you can force zingers on. And we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of it, right? Everybody's guilty of it that involves themselves with social media. Sometimes it happens, like I'm even aware of, and I all of a sudden find myself in a situation like that, and then I back myself off because I'm like, ew, like I'm doing it. Like, why do I care that this guy thinks that, Trump is the greatest president the world's ever seen? I don't think that at all. At all. But plenty of people think that, and that's fine. And why do I give a shit enough to try to make them see my way? Or better yet, why don't I waste my time doing other stuff? So, that's the other angle of insidious fuckery with social media is the generalization. It's evolution of stereotyping. In other words, like the whole thing with, because I'm pro-choice, that means I'm okay with the very rare instances where, I guess abortion happened after the baby was born or something like that. I gotta believe it's rare. And if it's not, it still doesn't change my position. I don't know, but it is. It's just rare. It's not, But because of the very rare, because of that little tidbit of information, that means if you take a pro-choice stand, you're 100% okay with that. And those nuances are what, are what's fucking us up. I mean, like another ugly, topic would be Trump, I detest the man. I think he's a cancer. I think he's a herpy. He just won't go away. And I think he's dangerous. I have plenty of people that think he's the greatest president the world's ever seen. And the people I know that like him, some of them are fucking, you're like, of course. I mean, come on. But some of them are what you would call, reasonable, normal, smart people. They just made a choice based on economics, or, they think he's funny, so they went with him, or they think because he's not a politician in the textbook sense of the word, They find him refreshing, you know. All of those points, I think, are just fucking unacceptable. However, I'm still friends with them, you know. I mean, except for the total fucking racist shitbag ones, because they exist too, you know. Those, I don't know why they're my friends in the first place. This is just an extra level of, you know, fuck them, of course. You know, oh, of course. And they're not really friends, they're just acquaintances. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I have people in my family that support Trump. You know, I think that they're short-sighted and ridiculous. I won't get into a text war with them or anything, because it's their right as an American to back whoever they want. Now, if the shit hits the fan, you know, it's your right as an American to be like, hey, what happened to your boy? Or, you know, a little bit of a ribbing here or there, you know, all in good fun, all in good fun. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Remember fun? Now, a lot of you probably are like, hey, Lepp, you know, it's because of libtards and, you know, cancel culture that all this shit, you guys weaponized us because of your attack on whatever. And you're right. You're absolutely right. I am a liberal. I'm pro-choice, pro-gay marriage. I'm pro the legalization of drugs across the board. You know, that's who I am. You know, I can't stand capitalism, but this is very important. I understand that it's the best system. Let me say that again. I can't stand capitalism, but I understand it's the best system. But, you know, so you guys are like, hey, you guys, I can't stand cancel culture. I think it's bullshit. It's poison. It's the liberal version of Donald Trump. There, I said it. You know, cancel culture. Jokes are jokes. You should be able to tell jokes. I am the most inappropriate fuck I've ever known. And a joke is a joke. I grew up fat and was called fat my whole life. And I don't think, you know, I don't think fat shaming, you know, I mean, I don't do it. I'm not going to tell people that they're fat. I think it's fucking terrible. I think it's ignorant and devastating and shitty, and it fucks you up. But I went through it, and I survived, you know. And ask any one of my friends. If they say, look at that fat ass, I'm like, hey, man, come on. You know, but not because of this conglomerate word of fat shaming or, hey, man, you know, don't fat shame. I'm always like, just be nice, you know, just be nice. So, yeah, I'll cop to that, you know. To me, liberals eat their own, you know, and that's a problem. And we're going to have to try to solve that from within. And, you know, just to give us some balance here, you know, with the whole Trump, I brought up Trump, so just to make you all feel, you know, the love and the ice, the reflection, you know, you will say, because I mentioned Trump, you'll go, well, hey, you know, Hillary, she's responsible for killing 90 people. You know, she's literally murdered people and all that shit. And, you know, that's whataboutism. I get that, you know. But much like the pro-choice thing, I don't care. I would vote for her 7 days a week and twice on Saturday. Just kidding. I just wanted to see what you did. But you know, I just don't care. Well, I mean, first of all, to be real, I don't buy into any of that bullshit. I did not like Hillary. Any one of my close friends will tell you, I hate Hillary Clinton. But not because I think she's murdered motherfuckers, you know. I just don't like her. I think she's, you know, I don't know. It's a me thing, you know. It's a problem with me, you know. It's not because I think she's this nefarious grandmother who's murdered thousands of people and whatever. You know, so I don't like her, but I voted for her, you know, because I like her better than the Herbie. I'm not proud of that, but hey, that's what we do. So, you know, this is what this is going to be like. I'm going to try to take a topic every week and look at both sides of it and just, try to get it in the middle. I'm not a centrist. I mean, I'm kind of a pretty left dude. But I don't care what you are. I don't care. And I don't care if you don't dig what I am, But, the point of this whole thing is when you're standing on ice and you're looking down and you see your reflection, you are connected to you through reflection. If the sun is beating down and it's a crystal clear day and everything's working right, your reflection is clear. And you can get a little bit closer and you can see the details and the nuance and the beauty, right? But never like punch it or some shit to crack the ice, because why do that to yourself, or your other self? So the key to this whole thing is to just try to bring some humor, levity, and clarity and bring us back to just being fucking reasonable. Next week I'm not exactly sure what topic I'm gonna do yet, so fuck that, I'm not gonna mention it. But I am gonna do every week also the Harvey Dent Award of the Week. And the Harvey Dent Award will go as follows. In The Dark Knight, Harvey Dent, he was the district attorney who was a good guy and became bad. And he said something to the effect of, you see yourself being the hero long enough to become the bad guy. And so I'm going to try to give a Harvey Dent Award on both sides each week. Not for zingers or whataboutisms, but to show you that we're all on the same page here. Like, we're all flawed. Nobody's opinion is 100% right. There's fuckery on all sides. And as a civilization, we need to meet in the middle, remain civil, and try to love and understand each other. And we will get into topics of race. We will get into topics of drugs. We will get into topics of politics, religion, all the greats. And, we'll see how it goes. Keep in mind, I technically think that this is poison. So that's a huge hypocrisy right there, But the difference between the others and the Lepp is, there are no secrets here. I'm copping to it, all right? And I'm really doing this to try to show my son's reasonable argument and how you should behave as an adult. I mean, I have problems, don't get me wrong. Well, you know that. You're watching it going, oh, this fucking lunatic or whatever, he's got kids. Yeah, I do. But my kids are going to be all right. You watch. Like, they're going to be all right. All right, stay safe. Just quit being fucking assholes. And I'll see you soon. Lepp out.